Here we
have
go
Miguel
with
and
Dan Louie and Miguel Morfin. They are lagging for the break.
We have
Let's
Miguel's
see.
wife over here watching.
Yeah.
Supporting
I think it's going to be
Miguel.
Miguel. I think Danny's
like
going to
it.
roll off a little bit more. Wow, what a nice lag.
Very nice lag.
Wow. That was an excellent lag. So Miguel gets the first break. Again, this is winter break format.
So that first game, thank you. Here, for you.
Thank you.
And there's a Mountain Dew coming and a Sierra Mist.
Wow.
Is that what those are?
No.
This is my Sprite.
Sprite?
Sprite.
Don't
Sorry,
start.
I forget.
Are you picking on me again?
No.
No. She's just.
It's because we're in Spokane and Phyllis could be here. It's kind of a running joke between Phyllis and I. So, you know.
I ain't too sure what this lady did.
She brought a Mountain Dew because that actually goes to Annie.
Oh, okay.
So here you go.
Adriana's trying to really caffeine me up today.
Holy
so
cow.
Trying to wake this woman up.
I see that. Next is going to be coming Red Bull.
Yeah.
I actually prefer Mountain Dew to Red Bull. It
Mountain
does
Dew
more
to
for
Red
me. All right, so Miguel got two
Very
balls
good
on the
break.
break. Nineball didn't budge.
It did not.
The 3-4 is a little bit of an issue, but that's the only, trying to make the 2-ball, unless he goes for the 2-9 combo, which Miguel is not at all bashful about those sorts of things.
He is not.
No.
It's definitely due to his experience in 3-cushion billiards.
Woman
Beautiful.
playing back table with neon. Gray shirt with neon writing.
Oh, it's Jocelyn. Jocelyn's playing Julie.
Oh, okay.
Valdez.
Okay.
Yeah. And to the right of them is Cindy Sleva, and I can't remember who Cindy's supposed to be playing.
Jocelyn or Jing. She actually, her legal name is Jing.
Americans can't say her
Name correctly. We all say it wrong. And so she goes by Jocelyn. But when she enters a tournament, she's got to use her legal name because she's trying to establish herself as a pool player in the States. And it has something to do with her visa and stuff. So she's got to.
She is. She's a good shooter. I do believe she's under some coaching from the great,
Dan
wonderful
Louie.
Dan Louie.
Yeah.
Who we're getting to watch right here in front of us. So Miguel broke and scratched.
Want to remind you, if you're watching the stream, you should share it on Facebook to all your friends so that they get this wonderful, entertaining experience as well.
Yes, yes, yes.
And to answer that statement on there, from a distance she plays well. She does play very, very
Up
well.
close and personal,
yeah.
she plays
From
well.
a distance. I would love to see her on the live table today, if at all possible. I think that would be awesome.
Yeah. And if she doesn't get on today, most likely in 2 weeks when we are back here with the NWPA, she will be on.
She'll be on, yeah.
Yeah. She usually gets pretty deep into the tournament.
I will probably make a journey out to hang out like normal. It's amazing how competitive y'all ladies get.
Yeah. Yeah, some of us girls can play pool.
Very, very well. Cindy Sleva. Amazing shooter. Then he did the 4-5 combo. It was a very, very good shot. And you can see the 4. I would have loved to have been 10, 15 years older. Been able to see Danny play in his younger years.
Oh, my gosh. He was telling me we were on a flight together from
Look at
Reno.
that.
And so we were sitting there
Precision.
talking, and, you know, I asked him how many titles he has, and he says, well, I have 5 national and 2 worlds. And then he talks about being on, he talked to me about being on the road, and and playing Buddy Hall.
Just a super, super nice guy and
Yeah.
amazing pool player.
So smooth. Like, he and Stan are so smooth.
And as a coach or instructor, it's phenomenal. I take
yeah.
lessons. I take lessons from him occasionally, and it's just so easy. He just takes what you're doing and
What a pretty shot.
You know, I've had some very interesting conversations with Mr. Louie, and he is also not only a super nice guy and amazing pool player, he is super intelligent and very business savvy. So we've had some conversations as well. So that doesn't surprise me about learning easily from him.
well, let some people are really good players, but they don't translate it well into teaching.
Correct.
He is able to do that in such a way that you understand what he's trying to tell you, and he can see what you're doing right away. I mean, my first lesson with him, I hit 4 shots, and he looked at me and he says, "You're putting a little right on your ball. You're not hitting center ball." So that was the first thing I had to correct. You know, I was like, okay, I've got about a quarter tip right on all my shots, so I had to adjust that. You know, and then just the patience of just doing this over and over and over again. And Stan actually was there for my first lesson, and Stan was like, I don't have patience for that. I want you to tell you, and then you do it right away and just have it done.
Yeah, I don't see Stan being the easiest.
We have a question in the chat room about access to other match scorers. Short of going from table to table and trying to figure it out, no.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. However,
next time we're down here, we have a new thing coming out. It's called Score Saloon, and we will have all the scores for the other matches live for you.
Yeah.
You can just go to the site, and you'll be able to see who's playing who and what the score is, and it will be automatically updated instantaneously.
it's going to be so cool.
But if there was a match you were concerned about, a particular one, we'd be more than happy to try and figure out a score for you.
Sure, you can run and go get it.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I was hitting at.
We like to have a roving reporter at every event, and
You can be a
consider yourself so christened. So Danny and Miguel have traded
Wow.
some shots on this 8-ball here, and now Miguel has finally pocketed the 8-ball.
Yeah. It's going to be real close on the 9.
And that gives Miguel his
Gives
second
Miguel
win.
Second one?
Yep.
Yep.
I forgot to put the race in here, so my apologies.
That's 1 foul.
Sweet. Can I get 3 fouled again?
No.
Yeah, what happens
Dang
if she 3 fouls?
Absolutely nothing, unfortunately, because she won't let me leave.
We don't get to send her to the corner?
No. Because then she doesn't do her job.
We'll just make her microphone cable longer.
No, just take the mic away from her and make her push buttons. She just...
Take her microphone away and make her push buttons. That's funny.
Try a 1-5 combo here.
I would imagine so.
Be interesting how he plays this
will
to
be.
make sure that he's got a shot on the one afterwards.
I think that'll work.
Up table. And I saw the board earlier. It looks like Faith is going to be playing today.
Yep.
Yeah, she's playing.
I do believe she caught a bye in the first round.
It's the world's largest bracket board, I think.
It's huge.
It's definitely one of them. But you know, Brian, they do a pretty good job here.
Oh,
That was one of the cool things. I had messaged him over Facebook, and within not even 20 minutes, he got back to me and said, "You're in." So
yeah, he does a really good job
he
with
does.
this tournament.
They have a new sponsor for this tournament. Pepsi. Pepsi Cola. put in $1,000.
I love Mountain Dew.
So Miguel
Sierra
played a
Mist.
little safe here. And I think Danny can see that one ball. I'm sorry, the 2 ball.
2 ball.
He can see that one ball that he's trying to shoot at next.
Yep. Which would be the 2 ball. Looks like Cindy has 5 in the back table. And it looks like 4 on the front for him. I'm not sure who that gentleman is that Cindy's playing. But Eddie and him were playing one pocket last night, and he's a really good shooter.
So
Plays
Danny plays the safe back.
Yeah, but Danny left a window.
Yep.
Miguel
He did.
can cut this in. He can cut this into the corner and bring the cue ball around.
Overcut it. He was more worried about shape.
And that's going to work out for him, I think. Well, Danny might be able to see the edge of that 2 ball.
He should be able to pocket that 2 ball in the corner, left corner, if he can see it. It's hard to see from this angle.
Yeah, I'm a little to the left of the cue ball, and it looks like he's going to have to get real close to the 4 to hit the 2. He was going different than what I thought he was going to do. So
Played safe.
yeah, he wants that cue ball to get right on this rail. Excellent speed.
Beautiful shot.
Excellent
Beautiful
speed.
shot.
Just tapped the bottom rail and came out a little bit. Early on, when I first started playing pool again in leagues, I would always try to bank this shot back up into the corner pocket.
Yes.
Always. Because it was so cool when it worked.
And how often was that?
Not very often. That's why it was so cool.
Actually saw
Oh, came out from behind the 3.
Yeah.
I have a couple of different things on my Facebook of pool players and trick shots and stuff. And a guy takes it from the corner pocket, puts the ball to the first diamond, and he back cuts it.
I know. I was watching that
It
too.
was crazy. So what you could manipulate a cue ball to do is absolutely amazing.
Danny's going to roll a little far, I
He
think.
is going to. I think he can still see.
Oof, that's close. He's kind of laughing a little bit.
I think he can still see it there.
And he's going to play this off the rail. Bring that cue ball off the rail and back over for the 4.
Just caught the point of the
Just trying
pocket
to
there.
yep.
You know, that's one thing that you'll notice in both Miguel and his mentor, Rafael Martinez. They are not at all bashful about rearranging the furniture.
Neither one of them are, actually. You know, they both shoot amazingly well, and no matter where they're at, they're going to figure out a way to get the ball in the hole.
Yep.
Well, Miguel actually met when he first started playing. He met Rafael down in California. That's where he lived, and so Rafael kind of took him under his wing, and so you see the influence there.
Yeah.
Not only in speed of play, but style and yeah.
And Miguel's definitely a very great pool player. Every time we go to tournaments and stuff, we always end up going to dinner or breakfast or something. And him and Faith are just awesome people as well, you know, just like Dan, Louie. A lot of good pool players that are super nice.
Well, one of the things that, you know, is a benefit of doing something like Rail to Rail is we get to see a lot of these players over the course of time. And when we first started streaming, safety play was not part of Miguel's game at all. He was just see the ball, make the ball, see the ball, make the ball. And that is actually been something that has helped him get farther in tournaments in the last year or so, is he's really developed a bit of some safety play. And with his knowledge of how to move the cue ball around and positioning and stuff, he can play some killer safes against people.
He can, and I have seen some of his safeties, and they are, bar none, some of the great ones.
Yeah. And it's really, you know, when we first started streaming him, he would maybe get into the money, maybe not. But now he's consistently getting into the money.
My first time meeting Miguel was up at the old Golden Fleece. Went up there for a tournament, and Miguel didn't do so great in the tournament. Ended up on a 9-foot table playing Harry Pilates. And it was an interesting day. I sat there and watched him play for about 4.5, 5 hours.
Miguel tried to fire that cue ball back into the side pocket. That one ball, I'm sorry.
He's going to get safe on it, though.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Let's see if Danny can get into a little bit of a rhythm here. We have a comment saying that in the chat room, they're saying he doesn't look like the normal Dan Louie.
Well, you know, Danny is not a morning person. I will tell you that. So he's not going to wake up until about 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
You know, which I think I've said this before, but it always cracks me up because pool players, you know, the real pool players, stay up really, really late. Really late. But tournaments always start at 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning.
I know.
There is a little bit of a disconnect there, people.
Just saying.
Of course, that works out well for us because I'm a morning person and you're not. So, you know.
It would work out well for me and you, too, because I'm not a morning person.
It makes us a 24-hour company.
Yep.
Works out well, then.
Yeah, because pretty much by the
It's
time I'm going to bed, she's getting up.
That's low overhead.
Yeah, it's much to Adrienne's chagrin, I wake up awake.
You wake up awake?
I wake up awake.
That's
she
awesome.
does not wake up awake.
No.
It takes her a couple of hours.
I think it's a
she's
blonde
really
thing.
functional. Could be. Could be.
I was like this when I was a brunette.
Same difference.
Yes.
Yeah.